figurative and still life traditions too. He's active as an arts advocate and educator, mentoring students and initiating exhibitions for his students' work all throughout the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, our Artist Award given to the exemplary Lewis Copt of Lecompton, Kansas.
There are many people I need to thank here tonight, especially the Kansas Arts Commission and the selection panel. Chris Walker, editor of the Emporia Gazette, and Regina Murphy, who made the nomination, and all the people who wrote support letters for me. Most of all, I need to pay tribute to my wife, Phyllis, who in thick and thin has always believed in my talent and ability as an artist, and without her great effort and support, I would not be here tonight. I also want to recognize my son Nathan, who came in from Colorado and brought his family, so I can squeeze my grandson.
You must be.
From the vast plains of western Kansas to the tree-covered hills near the Missouri border, the state of arts in our beloved state is in jeopardy. No doubt we are in difficult times. With a sagging economy, spirit-sapping unemployment, and changing political fortunes, we look to an uncertain future. In the short time I have to address you tonight, there is no need for me to go over the litany of losses the state would suffer if the Kansas Arts Commission loses its funding. The dramatic drop in magic funds, the effect on jobs, and the blow to small towns and tourism is well documented in the explosion of web-based communication from email to Facebook. One only has to Google the Kansas Arts Commission to find a host of information and action-based response opportunities. Arts spending has become the obvious example when it comes to illustrating the evils of wasteful government. For conservatives, this has become a rich vein to mine, a platform to pontificate, and a desperate distraction for more important issues. Arts funding did not get us in financial trouble. There's plenty of public funding for highways and tax breaks for new businesses and subsidies to smooth out the business cycle for farmers. We will be further impoverished, not better off, if state funding for the arts comes to a halt. It is often argued that wasteful spending of today is passed down to our children. The same argument can be made that cutting the arts funding of today robs the future generations of inspiration. During the Depression, there were many far-sighted people in government who joined with Roosevelt to create the Federal Arts Project, which in 1934 created over 5,000 jobs for artists and produced over 225,000 works of art for the American people. Writers like Langston Hughes wrote poetry and plays. Others compiled histories, and artists painted murals in small towns throughout Kansas, including Sabetha, Eureka, and Goodland, plus the Curry murals in the state capitol, all of which would not exist today without public arts funding. These works of art now stand as a reminder of a time in our country's history when dreams were not allowed to be destroyed by economic disaster. Now is not the time to let our theaters go dark, our galleries to stand empty, or for music to go silent. Now Now is not the time to pull the paintbrushes from eager hands of school children or clog the pens of poets and writers. Now is not the time to put Kansas in the spotlight of ridicule or to move to the mode of mediocrity, but rather to lead and inspire. Now, in fact, would be the time to increase funding for the arts. Now would be the time for those interested in growing the state in jobs to step forward and champion the quality of life the arts can bring. It's within the realm of possibility to have essential services and the healthy funding for the arts. This should not be an either-or situation. This should be an opportunity to have a dialogue on both sides, to clear a path for rational thinking, to sweep aside stereotypes, and to know that we can have both bread and roses. To me, the Governor's Arts Awards is not just a recognition of an individual in the arts, but a celebration of what it means to be human, who can lift hearts and minds through creative expression. I'm encouraged by the showing of support here tonight. The arts and culture of Kansas is indeed live and well. Let us tell the nation of our arts here in the Sunflower State, the Sunflower State where I was born and raised, the state where I was educated, the state where I found my artistic voice. Let us now raise all our voices through painting, sculpture, theater, dance, music, art educations, and philanthropy to say with one clear message that arts in Kansas matter. Thank you.